So I got home from my interview about an hour ago, actually. I just been taking time to de-stress from it. It was about an hour long. I was only supposed to be there from 2 to 2:45 ish, but I got there early and we just started early and ended around 2:40, 2:45 ish. Um, I don't think I've ever sat in an interview for an hour long. Holy Christ. It wasn't it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be in the sense of like how nervous I was. I think the worst part was genuinely the anticipation up to it. I was throwing up today. I was throwing up afterward a little bit, throwing up last night. I was having just the worst nerves. But what I want to talk about today, I suppose, is about how when you're in those environments, when you're in that stressful space, how much easier it is once you're actually in it compared to the anticipation beforehand. Like I said, I was freaking out last night. I was freaking out today. I woke up, took a shower. I was making sure I had my outfit ready. I laid it out somewhere where my cats can get their hair on it. I took my earrings out just in case, but I was freaking out. I tried to take a nap between like 10:30 and 12 to try and just like pass the time, because that's what really sucked, is just the waiting around for it. You ever just you know how that feels. It's you just like, oh my god, just can we get it over with? Because the fact that I'm waiting here and I'm waiting and I'm waiting for this big moment, it's I'm racking my brain on it. I'm freaking out. But I get to the interview, and as soon as I walk in, I kind of just left my nerves at the door. Not even conscious. I think subconsciously I just locked in, you know. We talked about not only my skill set that I could provide for the company, but also my social media presence and the work ethic that I apply myself to these videos, to my Overwatch videos, my TikToks, my YouTube, my Twitch, the amount of time I spend at a desk, the amount of effort and consistency I put in these videos, the dedication I have to this craft. I also talked about my other experiences with my other jobs, and I went in depth on different examples on how to deal with customers and clients and being just well-rounded. I'm pretty sure I got this job. They said they'd let me know within a week, but I'm going to say this right now. I'm pretty sure I landed this job. I was fairly confident, mainly because the interview went longer than expected. I'd imagine they probably would have gotten like they would have sped through part of it if I wasn't doing well, but I think I was doing really good. I was giving really good answers that I thought were good. Like they asked me what my weakest attribute was, given like a list of things, and I don't remember what I said, but I'm pretty sure I gave a good answer, because they liked the fact that I answered quickly, because a lot of people they take a lot of time thinking of what they're bad at, I suppose. And they're like, oh, actually don't have any weaknesses. I didn't say that. I was very forefront about, like, I don't even remember what I was talking about. I was talking to my dad about it. I don't remember what it was. But I told them that my greatest strength is my work ethic, and the fact that I will show up and get the job done, no questions asked, and just be like a fucking goat and lock the fuck in. I told them that the experience that I lack in the lawn mow it's for like it's a office representative for a lawn mowing company. So I'd be answering calls, doing emails, stuff like that. I told them what I lack in knowledge of lawn care and stuff like that. Like stuff like, you know what I'm saying? What I lack in knowledge of what y'all do, I make up for in my work ethic, in my dedication to my craft, in my willingness to learn, and my ease of adaptability to new environments. I was very intentively talking about my social media and my tech and my the fact that I have the fact that I work with this, I was like, yeah, like I think I know what the fuck I'm doing with computers, you know? I was like, I have three monitors, I have a laptop, I work with Mac OS and Windows. I'm very well versed in technology. I don't think I'd have that hard of a time adjusting to this work environment. Along with that, I feel like with any other software that you could provide me, I can easily learn how to operate it, you know? They even asked me, they showed me some media presence that they have. They showed me some YouTube shorts, and then I showed them some of mine just off my phone, and then I also gave them critiques on the video they showed me. Like I was like, well, this video, one, it doesn't have any background audio, so I feel kind of awkward, and the camera work kind of fucking sucks. Like I didn't say that, but I was like, the camera work, I would probably format it a little differently, and the captions that are provided with this video are too jarring. There's a neat this yellow is too, it's bright in a way that it's discomforting. I felt like I was on a flow. I felt like I was in that flow state, you know? I talked about Overwatch in a professional interview. I talked about Overwatch in a professional interview. I think, and you know what? You know what? I talked about Overwatch in a professional interview, and I think I landed this fucking job. I think I landed this job because I talked about Overwatch. What I'm gonna leave you all with this message today. I'll leave you with this. You have the ability to achieve whatever you set your mind to, as long as you just put in the work to do so. Not to say, oh, if you want to be an astronaut, it'll take you about like you can get to the moon, you know what I'm saying? I mean realistic goals, even some slightly unrealistic ones, some long shots. As long as you're putting in the effort, 90% of the time you'll get it. You know, sometimes shit happens, but even when shit happens, just keep going. Just keep going. I've been looking for an opportunity like this for so long, and I've been met with so many either rejection letters or just not getting a call back or just not hearing a response in general from employers. And I finally found, after months of searching, I finally found an opportunity that not only can provide me with some financial stability, but also opportunities to grow and advance my career in the future. And the only way I did that was because I didn't stop trying. Thank you.